Hey guys, welcome back. How are you guys doing today? I hope everyone's having an amazing day today. I hope you guys had a lot of breakthroughs yesterday, a lot of awarenesses and ahas with your war. I know that was powerful for me when I discovered where my war was at, and because that's where most of your energy is when you're focused on the war. But today, we're going to focus on something a little bit different. And this is actually where everything comes together. The first week, we're getting in touch to what your vibration was, your commitment. You're getting in touch to raising your vibration and taking time for yourself, and a couple of awarenesses of the different emotions that are going through. But today, you'll notice we're going to go into something a little bit different. So today what we're going to talk about is, what if there didn't need to be a war? What if there was no war with money? What if you didn't have money struggles? What if, money actually was abundant for you? And today, I'm going to ask you guys to stretch a little bit. Be a little bit brave with me today. And if you need to pretend, that's okay. But I'm going to ask you to pretend, if that's what you need to in the very beginning, of what if today you decided to call a truce? You can call a truce with your money struggles, your money worries, your limited beliefs. What if today you actually started believing that you're surrounded by abundance? What if today you start believing that you were worthy of amazing things and deserving of amazing things? What if today you actually were vibrant in health and wealth and joy, and you had amazing friendships and relationships? That day, it's up to you. That choice is up to you. You can decide if that's going to be today. You can decide if it's tomorrow. But today is your day to make that decision on calling a truce. We've been archaeologists digging in the past, and that's fine. You can be an archaeologist and make sense of what everything is. But do you want to spend a lifetime there? You have a lifetime to explore other areas. But what if today you decided, you know what, today my dreams come true. Today I'm abundant. Today I have unlimited wealth and resources. What if you imagine that today? It's just like the Cinderella story. Cinderella, she could have been bitter, when she didn't get to go to the ball, and, her evil stepsisters and stepmother kept her behind. But Cinderella showed up for herself, and she decided, today is my day. And that's when the fairy godmother showed up, and then poof, she had her dress, she had her pumpkin, she went to the ball, everything worked out for her. And that's what happens when you call a truce on your money struggles, on your money stories, on your war. In a war, no one ever wins. You just go back and forth like ping pong. There is no winning. There's a great quote from, what's his name? I know his name. Rumi. And he said, outside of wrong and right, there is another field, and I will meet you there. So you can be in field 1, field 2, which is, wrong and right, or you can create another field. And that's where you find freedom. That's when you find abundance. That's when you begin to receive abundance. And just like Cinderella, as easy as bippity boppity boo, it really is that easy. It's just up to you. Do you want to hold on to the war? Or do you want to call a truce and move forward, truly trusting, truly believing, and truly being open to receive? And that's where we're going to create our new money story today. That will be in homework today. And there's a lot going into this, but from a different perspective. But what we're going to do is Charity is going to lead you through a body talk session to really tune in to calling a truce and ending that struggle. So the choice is up to you. We're going to pass it over to Charity. So Charity, take us away. Bippity boppity boo.
Thanks, Chris. I actually love, so my very, very favorite movie is Ariel. Not Ariel, Little Mermaid. That was my favorite from high school, like when it came out. But I love Cinderella too, because it has such a good story. Okay, so today we're going to talk about ending the battle and changing our money story. And you know, like Chris said, battle, nobody wins in a battle. If you think about physical war in the world, nobody ever wins. And the more you fight against something, the more it pushes back. And then you have all those emotions that come with it also. And then we have developed all these belief systems about ourselves. So we need to like erase those from our memory bank. And you know what? It is a new day. Something that was really, really powerful me in a coaching program that I was in was when I had this realization that the past is the past. I love in Lion King when, and my kids always tell me I get it wrong, but when he says, you got to put the past behind you, but he messes it up. But we really do, because every morning when we wake up, we don't need to have what was plaguing us yesterday determine what our day is going to be that day. Every morning is a new day and a new morning, and it can be the same with our money story. We can call a truce on the war and we can move forward. So that's what we're going to do with our body talk today. So the first thing that we're actually going to do in this session is we're actually going to do an emotional release first. So remember, when we have emotional release, that's when we've got emotions build up too much in the body's not processing it, releasing it on a day-to-day basis. So the snowball just keeps building day after day after day. So the emotions we're going to release are worthless, angry, bitter, self-criticism, guilt, and shame. So as I say those, I'm going to say them one more time. I want you to pick your top two that you feel the most, and then we're going to link those to the rest of the session. So the emotions that you can choose from are feeling worthless, angry, bitter, self-criticism, guilt, or shame. So choose two. And we're going to see what those are affecting in the body. It's actually affecting belief systems around the heart, which is self-love. Now remember, when we do belief systems around the heart, around love, it can be around being able to love others, receiving love, being loved, or self-love. It's specifically a self-love. So we're going to attach self-love. We're actually going to go to the heart. And again, just like yesterday, we're going to go to fire element. And we've got to use the fire element and the hot element to burn those emotions and bring them back into balance. Remember, you guys, emotions aren't bad. Okay? Feelings and emotions. But what we do with the emotion can potentially be harmful. Okay, so with body talk, that's what we're doing. So, you know, it's okay to be angry. You just can't stay that way. It's okay to be bitter. You just can't stay that way. Okay, we got to process it and move through. So we're using heart element or heart linked fire element to burn those emotions, bring them into balance. And through the heart, we're going to do an emotional release. Of those two emotions. And then we're going to look at, we've got to link this to an active memory. So the active memory is to events around money, more specifically debt, investments, taxes. This is a big category, like family issues, if there's any kind of family issues. So again, you guys are going to choose one. Okay, we're not going to address the whole thing. I want you specifically for you to choose one of these. Unexpected expenses. Medical bills or medical expenses. And the last one is just like disagreements around money. So with those that are close to us. So whether that's, you know, family issues, a spouse, maybe a business partner, maybe it's your children, maybe it's siblings, you know, a lot of different disagreements can come up around money. So again, active memory, remember this is events that are stored in the subconscious that is affecting us in a negative way. So I want you to choose just one of the following that pertains to you, whether it's an event around debt, investments, taxes, family issues, unexpected expenses, medical bills or medical debt, disagreements around money. Oh, and the other one is student loans. We got to add that one. And then the last one we're actually going to add, sorry guys, these are ones that are popping up, is future expenses. Some people are so worried about their children's education or retirement, they build all these belief systems or disagreements or whatever. Okay, so we're actually going to tap this one out. And we're going to do it through emotional release. So once again, go back to those two emotions. And this time I do want you to close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and think of those two emotions. Is it worthless, angry, bitter, self-criticism, guilt, or shame? And give those two emotions a color. Okay, look at the colors. I want you to look at the size of them. Notice the texture. Notice the density. Is it really heavy? Is it dense, or is it light and airy? Okay, I want you to pay attention to the color. Pretend as if your hand is a magnet. And then imagine that the color is inside your body and that magnet is pulling the color to your heart, to under your hand. Okay, you'll notice as I tap that the color is either going to get lighter and lighter till it goes to white, or it will just get darker and darker until it completely goes away. Once it is gone, go ahead and open your eyes. Take a nice deep breath once your eyes are open. go ahead and you can write in the comments like what you experienced. I love emotional release because when we really mix the emotions with visualization, you really notice a lot of things happening, changing. If you, your eyes should have been closed, but you probably noticed that I was yawning a lot. That is the body's way of actually releasing. So when we're tapping these out, if you feel the need to yawn, like don't hold back. Like that's the body just like letting go. Lungs is one way that the body lets go. Okay. So one thing for homework for this session that I want you to do is I've got 4 affirmations, and Chris will put this in the homework, so don't feel like you need to hurry and write it down. I want you just to stay like focused and centered where you're at. But there's 4 affirmations that came up for this session that I want you to actually repeat throughout the day and tap in. Okay, so I think it was 5. Chris, did I tell you to put 5 in the homework? 5 times a day. I want you to repeat these 4 affirmations. So how it works is you repeat the first affirmation, tap on your head, heart, stomach. Make sure you take a breath. Then you can repeat the next affirmation, head, heart, stomach. So you're going to say the affirmation, tap it in. Say the affirmation, tap it in for each one. There's 4 of them. And then you guys, throughout the day, if you start feeling a little bit like, oh, I feel the battle coming up, nope, take a deep breath. I'm going to tap in these affirmations. Okay, I will tell you from my client's experience and my own, if you do not set a timer, you will forget to do it. Okay, so I want you to set a timer in your phone, something, for the 5 times within the next 12 hours to repeat the affirmations. So the first affirmation is, I am worth the money I receive. The second one is, I deserve to have all the money I need. The third one is, I deserve to have all the money I need. So those sound similar, but they're different. One is to deserve to have, and the other one is, I am worth the money I receive. So did I repeat those twice? I have them written down twice.
Well, I think I was just pulling it up. I deserve to have all the money that I need.
Uh-huh.
I deserve to receive money.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I wrote the same one down. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And then it's okay for me to want money, and I do want it. So remember, Chris will have this in the homework. You don't need to write those down. All right? So do your homework. Just kind of stay centered. Notice what, and you may have things come up the rest of the day of like, oh, yeah, that does happen, or I was aware of this. So pay attention to those things, and I hope you enjoyed the session. Have a great day, guys.